Started off with 0, now we seeing M's. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get comfortable. I don't even know what this video is gonna be about. Literally have no idea. But I knew that I felt inspired to record. Okay, so I'm going through this thing on working on my intuition too, to where it's like, let me get a pillow because my knees. And not the good kind of knees. Baby, you know, I just moved into my crib and I really don't have shit, so. So, really did not know what this video is. Okay, so I'm really just like trusting. First of all, I'm trusting the process. And I'm working on my intuition so much so that I'm trusting what my insides are telling me. You know how, like, okay, so we always talk about intuition and we always talk about this and we always talk about that, but nobody ever like gets into the nitty gritty of what it looks like. Like, okay, so obviously we all have an intuition, or like especially like spirituality. We're in the age of Aquarius, so spirituality is like, it's becoming something that is more, it's talked about more, it's accepted more. People are accepting that, okay, we're spiritual, yada yada yada, we're humans we're spirits inside of a human body, we're having a human experience. Okay, fine. We've like gotten to the point where we accept that, but nobody's talking about the actual feelings of spirituality and the things that entail on this spiritual journey. So, I mean, I guess the first, like, intuition would be the first thing to talk about. I don't know. Again, I don't know what this video is going to be about. It's like literally like just kind of top of my head. Like, it's that intuition talking to me. So, what is intuition? Like, what? I don't know, like, what would intuition be? What is your intuition? I need somebody I can sit here and talk to about spirituality. But what is it? What is intuition? Like, what does it feel like? Nobody talks about that. Everyone talks about having it, and they have this and that, and spirituality this, and this is what it's supposed to look like, and here's the journey, and this is what the journey's supposed to feel like, and this is what healing feels like, and this is what this and that and the other. But nobody's like, I don't feel like people really know. And it all has like, oh my god, it's coming all at once. I see, and I knew I felt inspired to do this fucking video. Like, I just had the epiphany. It's all in the roots, because obviously we're healing through a kundalini. So spirituality comes from a kundalini experience, and the kundalini rises from a root chakra. So first initial thing would be to heal the root chakra. So, so I can't, I'm bad because motherfuckers know I can't stay to one fucking subject. I just was telling y'all about intuition and what the fucking intuition felt like. Well, I don't know. So everyone talks about having intuition, like literally my third eyes, but I can't for real. But sorry, my TV's on. Okay, let me, yeah. We're gonna call it as spirituality, or intuition is, it is an internal feeling of wrong and right. So as the 400 years have passed and there has been spells cast on us by our government, other people, that like our timelines have been intertwined and all these things. Okay, I don't know, I can't do it. That is why our DNA looks the way it does. Our timelines have, okay, and it's too deep for y'all right now. Okay, so we won't reel it in. So I feel, to me, I feel intuition is an internal feeling of right and wrong, an internal feeling of what's real. Okay, what's in reality. Okay. Things can be misconstrued, you can tell a lie and it twists up the timeline, whatever the case may be. Intuition, to me, is an internal feeling of right and wrong. Okay, an internal feeling of what the reality truly is. Okay, we're gonna start there. And these are just, okay, and then we'll move on to, everyone talks about the healing journey, and we're especially on social media, the metaverse, like we're really big into spirituality right now. Obviously we know people are waking up, this, that, and the other. So we're like, spirituality is cool right now. I remember when I was a young girl and I was like reading tarot, and I'm super big into spirituality. There was even a time where I was just like in hermit mode and I really didn't come out for a really long time, and then all of a sudden I kind of like popped out because my awakening was over. It was ready for me to come out of hermit mode. Y'all know how my dogs are, so I don't think people are actually like, I can't say, this is where we start. I've decided to change. I'm changing the way that I look at spirituality. First of all, it's not my job to say if it's watered down or not, or if I feel like people are truly on a spiritual journey or not. That's not my business. However, for me and how I contribute to our collective is telling people or showing people, no, they're not even showing, is setting an example of healing, okay, of starting the journey in the healing process, okay? So for me, it's, first of all, I'm changing the way that I talk. It's not selfish, but I use a lot of I when I'm explaining negative things or how I feel about negative things. So first of all, with I'm taking accountability. I'm not putting the blame on anyone else, okay? I don't feel like okay? These are feelings that I'm having about the collective. So healing, I feel like, really starts with your verbiage. That's why they call it spelling. Like, you're literally manifesting out of your mouth what's happening next. So I'm changing the way that I talk so that when I manifest, it's manifesting truly. It's manifesting what's real to me. Okay, that's number one. Number two, people don't know what they're healing from. Okay, of course, like being in the spirit, like the metaverse and spirituality, we're very connected as far as like internet wise, I feel. So there's a lot more connection, even if it's through phones, laptops, whatever the case may be. It's social media, whatever the case may be. We're still very connected, and it's easier to get connected to other people because you have less complicated outlets. Like in the past, it was a letter, now I can send you a text easily. So a lot of things are misconstrued with the metaverse. Like our DNA, things are getting interlinked and intertwined, and we're not truly taking a look at self. Okay, so in spirituality, astrology, whatever the case, we look at, first of all, numbers. We look at astrology as the planets, yada yada yada. So, and then I bring everything that is out in the open, that's already here, into form, into consciousness. So they gave us timelines. A number sequence, that is a timeline. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth, all the way up until 9, and then it repeats. Obviously, 1, 0, 10, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. It repeats. So I feel that there are no true numbers after 9. Okay, in spirituality. Okay, take it how you. This is my point of view. And you have to bear with me because the way that I'm talking, it's like channeling through my third eye right now. Like, look at my third eye busting. And I know I have my ring light on, but this is crazy how it's bouncing off like right now. Like, this is how I know. So bear with me because I'm literally like just channeling as I'm trying to say it. So it's coming out slow and it's coming out weird. It's just like the person channeling, I guess. I don't know. So the number 1, what if in your conscious mind, how do you relate that, the number 1? You relate it as one object, right? It's an individual, right? Okay, so the healing process, 11:33 on the clock, starts with 1. Okay, you can't heal without number 1. You cannot go further into numbers without number 1, okay? gonna be your masculine. It's gonna be number one. It's like, this is a man's world, okay? Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Okay, then we go to 2. 2 is feminine. Feminine is the feminine number. That means we're bringing in another person, a partnership, okay? And then 3, and then we're telling a friend, okay? Mind, body, and soul, Holy Trinity. So now, not only so we have the action, which is the masculine. We have the understanding, which is the awakening, okay? Then 2, we're connecting the I guess yang is like bad energy. It's not bad energy, but it's darker energy, like a male energy, okay? And yin is the light energy. Things that light up this universe, make up the like, how do, and I talk to God all the time. Like, okay, I understand my purpose and what you want me to do as far as explaining spirituality in true form, but how do I get this craziness out of my head? Like, how do I put it in word form? Like, fuck. So we talk about spirituality, we talk about this and that, and healing and the journey with it, but what are you healing? A lot of people haven't done, rewind, because I'm not taking accountability. I currently am. I am healing myself first, so that the energy that I exude when I get on social media and when I post is a healing energy. It's a self-awareness energy. So I'm birthing self-awareness into other people. Okay, if that makes sense, because that's number one. You can't heal. You can't do addition without 1. You don't skip to 2. You don't skip to 3. You can't do addition without 1. You do 1 first. That is the individual. You heal the individual first. So we're like, we kind of like, okay, like spirituality is cool right now, so a lot of people are talking about it. Like, we think it's cool. Not a lot of people are truly going on the spiritual journey, which is so interesting to me. And again, my verbiage is wrong, because I said I'm like trying to change my words. Anyway, okay, what are we healing from? What are we healing from? Okay? This first, what the fuck are we healing from? Like, you talk about healing, we talk about healing, I talk about healing. What are you healing from? People don't know. What are you healing from? Okay? So then you have the Kundalini experience. In your Kundalini, in order to heal the Kundalini, you go up chakra by chakra. You cannot start at the top chakra and then heal down. You have to start with the root, the red energy, okay? The root chakra energy. And then so it starts at a root. It's like a plant, okay? That's what they call it, the tree of life. It's roots. So you have a tree, you have your tree of life. And in order to have a healthy tree and to be a healthy piece of plant, I don't know, you must have good roots, okay? What are the roots for humans? It's gonna be our childhood. It's gonna be where we come from, our roots, hello, our genetics, our ethnicity, our parents, their parents. It's gonna be in the roots. So in order to have a Kundalini awakening, you must start at the roots first, and then you start growing and growing and growing and growing, and you get all the way up to the crown chakra. So in order for you to know what roots you have to heal, don't you have to be in touch with your roots and where these roots come from? If I don't know who my parents are and I don't know where I come from, it's going to be a little hard to decipher through certain things. I'm going to be healing on a crown chakra level first because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm using that brain and consciousness to bring things in. So the roots is where it's at. And I feel like that's something that's really big in the Black community right now, and what we're truly needing to work on is us as African Americans, Blacks, we have always been very tight-knit. We are very tight-knit. Okay, most of us have big families, this, that, and the other. Like, we're very community oriented. However, those backgrounds aren't as healthy. Okay, so a lot of us, it's a stereotype that our dads have left. We don't know who our dads are. Okay, it's actually a very big stereotype in the Black community. If you don't know who your father was, you're creating the vision and the alignment of what a father's supposed to be. Okay, if your mother has taken on a masculine role, she has, which we know what the masculine and feminine, aspects of things are. But if your mother has taken on a masculine role and now she's having to compensate for the male energy and what he is supposed to do as far as a man. Okay, so rewind. I guess we gotta go really, really to the roots. Right now in social media, there's a really big thing where we're learning where Black people come from and our true, just like Kanye right now, he's explaining to us who the real Jews are, not Jewish, who the real Jews are. Okay, so if we're the real Jews, and a lot of Black people, and it's very, very common in our community that Bible is, man, my grandma, you say something about the Bible, baby, you're getting smacked, okay? You're getting it upside your head. And if we are now figuring out that we're the real Jews, okay, and that they have stolen pieces of our history, then wouldn't you think that this Bible is altered the way that they would need it to still be able to control us? I'm trying to get my words right now. I'm trying to get my words right now. So in the Bible, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying what I believe. It doesn't matter. I'm giving facts. The Bible is a fact. It's a fact. It's something it's relevant. It's in our reality. It's something that's already there. Okay, I don't want to be too opinionated on this. I just want to kind of like put stuff out in the open and let people decide and decipher based on what I'm saying and the connections that I'm making. So the Bible is based off of Adam and Eve. In spirituality, we base this off of masculine energy and a feminine energy, Eve being a feminine energy. In spirituality, Adam, the connection that I'm making to Adam is scientific to me. Because in spirituality, there's a saying called as above, so below. So as above within the sky, as above within the stars, as above within the universe is below here on earth. They're direct correlations of each other, okay? They move in cycles, they move in tandem. So one cannot exist without the other. Can I help you? What are you doing in here? You too. So one can't exist without the other. Okay, so science. I do my research here and then, and Adam, we're taking religion out of it, and we're just making connections as far as, because I believe in ominism. If you don't know what ominism is, we're not out. If you don't know what ominism is it's the theology that everything is connected and all beliefs are the same. I'm very conscious, like if you can't mess with my brain, you're not gonna touch my body. If I can't connect with you mentally, you're not going to be in my presence. So for me, things are and I'm a Gemini, so I see both sides of things. But as far as understanding things, I have to have some type of proof in order for me to believe. And not only that, I love to make certain connections on things. I take pride in doing research, okay? Like I'm very I'm into the research, okay? I'm super into research. So you're not gonna tell me something and I'm gonna straight believe you. I don't take shit at face value. I've been through a lot of shit, and that's just how it is. I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna pop quiz you, okay? So for me, science is a very important part of my beliefs and what I believe in, and making certain connections to certain things. This is gonna be a long video, so I hope you guys do not mind. I hope you guys came here to vibe. Okay, I should have got me a bottle of wine so I could vibe with y'all and get y'all into my mental, but it's okay. So Adam, okay? Adam is the male in the Bible, right? Okay? We're taking science. Let's start with some science, because I love something that's tangible, something that we did a little research on, and I'm like, okay, I might believe that. You looked that up? You got proof? Okay, I might believe that. So atoms are the cellular makeup of everything that you see. Everything that you could possibly touch in this realm is an atom. Okay? This is a man's world. Okay? Do we see what type of analogies I'm making? Okay. Bye, y'all. See you next time. Bye. That's all I got. You better come back for part 2.